What the hell? Why we got DeFi high?
Oh, is that the? Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah,
I think we hit the wrong.
yeah, I think I figured that you swapped it over. My
Oh man,
bad, my bad. This is
because
crypto
usually
and
it's on
chill.
crypto and chill. Whenever I record my videos, it's always on crypto and chill. And
That's what it always defaults to that. So cool, whatever, whatever. This is not DeFi high. This is
no,
crypto and chill.
we're new here.
So welcome, welcome. How's it going, man? How's your day been?
Doing good, man. Just getting some projects ready for. I got my videos for next week recorded. And I got a whole bunch of stuff ready, to record this weekend for at least the couple weeks after. So trying to get ahead and get some interesting stuff out. And I wanted to touch on one later today during the show, the X stocks that I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, and some news that we got. But how about yourself, man? Enjoying the nice warm weather?
Yeah, no, today's been a beautiful day. I got the windows open. My cat's
Hmm.
just chilling in the windows, sniffing the fresh air. So yeah, it's been a minute since it's been comfortable. I mean, I've popped the windows open, but it's it wasn't warm at all. It was just I just wanted some fresh air in the house. So, but now it's like, yeah, I got all the windows open and it's not chilly at all. Freaking beautiful. Kind of wish I was sitting out on my island right now, freaking watching the sun.
Oh man. Well, hey, after the show, you can get out there and catch the sunset. I know
Oh,
you
hopefully.
talk about that when we're all up there in a couple months. We'll go and catch that sunrise, do that
Yeah,
hike.
we'll have to figure out like maybe a way to tape a show down there, or maybe we can do like a pre-record. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, that would be a good time. It'd be a good
Sit
time,
around sit around a campfire and do an episode or something.
dude. That would be legit. That would be
Yeah,
awesome. Weekend and chill.
there you go. Yeah, we'll just do like a weekend and chill and freaking. It can just be like us out on kayaks and jumping off cliffs and stuff like that. I'll
Mhm.
bring my drone and my GoPro, my waterproof GoPro and stuff like that, and we'll just freaking like do a whole weekend and splice it together.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well,
Well,
do you want to
Don.
introduce the socials and then
Yeah, let's get on
we'll
up.
pop in a little bit of news and kind of shoot the shit?
Yes, sir. Well, happy Friday, everybody, here at the Node channel, where me and Mike go live for our crypto and chill every Tuesday and Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. What up, Zip? And there are a host of other shows that we have for your viewing pleasure and your education pleasure. The Node Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific, noon to 2 Eastern. Right after that is DeFi High with DeFi Don from 11 a.m. to 11:30 Pacific, 2 to 2:30 Eastern. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday are my blockchain report segments at 11:30 right after DeFi High. And Thursday nights is our red pill. We get into politics, conspiracies, religion, culture, and just shoot the shit and hang out, have some drinks. It's always a good time. Um, Saturday nights, I have a segment called Saturday Night Fever, and it's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. And I will be interviewing DJs and have them do a DJ set. And we'll do some tutorials here and there and teach you what goes on behind the DJ booth, how the magic gets made. Everyone's like, what are you doing with your hands? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Eh, like Ricky Bobby, I have
Yeah,
I, I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
I
I
don't
just
know. Just keep going.
dude.
Oh man.
Hey, I need to do like a Will Ferrell, or maybe when you guys are up here, we'll do like a Will Ferrell marathon whenever like at night when we're just chilling out in the cabin.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, this weekend I'm gonna have to do a Chuck Norris marathon. RIP to death.
Oh, dude,
Death
I know.
and Chuck Norris.
You know what? I think that the Grim Reaper came for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked him and killed him, and now Chuck Norris is the new Grim Reaper.
Yep. Man,
That's what I'm saying.
I just can't believe it, man. But
Oh yeah, DeFi down. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Jewish Jesus.
Use your Scientology.
Yeah, help me with your magic Scientology.
Oh man, and we got our gaming and chill. So we got everything. Well, I think Ellie said Sunday night at 7 p.m. What is that? Her time? Or her and Jay are in the same time zone. I think it's 5 p.m. Pacific. I think they're 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, no, they're both in the same time zone. So I mean, if she said 7, it'll probably be 7 their time. So it will be 5 Pacific. Yeah, 5 Pacific.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern, and possibly a couple times throughout the week, just whatever their schedule allows. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff for you guys at no cost to you. Great education. And we also have our thenode.pro website, where we are also going to be live streaming on here direct and have the chats for all platforms right at one location. And
we actually have a new channel coming. One of the dude, we have such an awesome community. One of
the music.
the AI music. So I shared a folder in the shared drive, and he's already sent like 5 or 6 songs. It's all like AI generated original music. So none of it's sampled, or we don't got to worry about strikes for copyright or anything like that. And we're just going to have, like, in between shows, we're just going to have different music playing, like AI generated, country or techno or just whatever, we'll just have different flavors all the time.
Hell yeah. No, and that's smart, because people listen to music a lot, especially when they're driving or working, and you can just stream it. And
dude, like, if you're working out or cleaning house, it's like background music. People love background music.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And here, so the morning show, Mike will be sharing all of the news links right here on the left. So if you hear a news article that you want to dig into more or learn about a little bit more in depth and they don't have time to cover on the show, then you can find it right here. So you don't have to go searching for it. Because I know that's always a pain in the ass. If I want to look at something, and dive deeper, and they don't really give you the link for it, you got to go search. And no, that way it's right here at your fingertips. There are courses that are at no cost to you for learning DeFi and crypto basics, which is very beneficial. David's DeFi University is an awesome resource. We also have community access and coaching and a newsletter. So if you want to take your DeFi education and experience to the next level, use these resources if that's something you're interested in. And the newsletter is fully customizable, give you market research and data on different assets, fully customizable. And that's $20 a month. But if you want one-on-one coaching, David does a free discovery call. There's just a lot of great stuff, at no cost to you. But if you want to get to that next level and you're ready, then there are more stuff available. Oh, I thought you were laughing at something on the.
No.
I thought Don was cracking up, man.
One of my old military buddies just sent me something funny as shit. So I'm wondering if I should share.
Military buddies.
Yeah, go ahead and finish up.
Follow us at the Node channel on Twitter and here on the Arena. And I gotta do this a little bit right here. And just again, RIP Chuck Norris. But at least everyone can now rest assured that SHA 256 won't be cracked
by a roundhouse kick. But
oh man,
No, he sent me the like. I don't know if you've seen it. There's the two black dudes, and they always like I think they're stoned as shit, and they're asking themselves like like it's the one where it
Oh, the
went
stoner.
viral. Well, it went viral where he's like when I snap my fingers, you're gonna forget you were ever gay, and he snaps his fingers, and the one guy's like, wait, no, and he's like, I was never gay. He's like, exactly. He's like,
No,
no,
we
no,
dude,
really.
you're not.
But he sent me another one, and the guy was like, if somebody's deaf and they're doing sign language and they're missing a finger, is that an accent or a speech impediment?
Oh shit.
I was like, damn, that's freaking rough.
Oh, or what is it? If gay people sleep 8 hours straight or something like that? There was one that was like,
Yeah,
are they still gay or something?
are they still gay?
Oh man.
It's actually they come up with some pretty funny shit on that.
Oh.
Let's see. All right. Well, so what do you got for us, man? What news you got to wrap up this chaotic ass week that we've had?
Oh, Grayscale filed for this hype ETF with the SEC. So they filed an S1. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but
it's probably some government form, like to get approval, for the ETF. Yeah, I'll look it up instead of
and
guessing.
hype. I mean, like what Colin was saying yesterday during the show, hype being a perpetual exchange, it's gonna get some massive volume. And they were talking about the price holding up pretty well during this bear market.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense because we saw what happened during their airdrop. It was fair launch and everything, and I mean, it's not just
David's been saying
one.
it for a minute. Was it hype? Not as much, but still is. But mostly hype and Tron have been outperforming Bitcoin. And Canton has as well. But Tron and hype to a great extent have been outperforming Bitcoin for a while now. Like hype, I think since its launch. So
jeez, I wonder is there a hype Bitcoin trading pair?
It's just he pulls it up. It's basically it's like a hype beat, like a price
Oh shit! There you
in
go.
BTC.
Yeah. So this is it. So
Yeah, it's been like look at the date when it started pumping. Yeah, right there.
late
Go back a little
January.
bit. We'll go back a little bit. There we go, right around there. When's that?
Yeah. January 21st.
Yeah, so like since the first of the year, it's been like greatly outperforming Bitcoin. Look at that. That's a beautiful chart.
Let's see this price range right here.
I'm actually learning
140%.
Well, dude, I've been learning quite a bit about charts from just listening to David on the show.
Yeah, he's really in it, man.
Yeah. No, he like well, his wrap up. Yeah, no, on options too. But the wrap up he just did was I mean, he burned through like at least a dozen different assets and was like, look at this, 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 next, look at this, look at this, look at this. He just like burned through like a dozen fucking different assets. Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, Don,
yeah. Tell David me and Jeff say happy birthday if he's lingering around there somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and the show this morning at the end of the show where he was just running through some charts.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, dude, he's
no, it's dude. Yeah, the node, the network, the node, because that's really what it is. That we have the node show, but the node it's really a network now. Because we got your show, we got our show here, we got all those shows that you went through at the beginning of this show. A lot of shows, shows and lots of shows. A lot of shows. Shows. faux show. But yeah, no, dude, it's I really think we're onto something here.
Oh shit! I just accidentally closed all the other. Oh yeah, for sure. The damn it! I just closed all the other tabs except the one. Damn. I meant to close the other tabs.
It's all good. I'll yammer on while you're pulling that stuff up. Hey,
Oh,
what up, Truck
or
Dano?
here you go. Coinbase AM just launched a Bitcoin yield fund with tokenized share classes on Base, powered by Apex Global, and their $3.5 trillion fund, non-US only.
Right. Well, because of legislation, like fucking our politicians need to get off their ass and fucking vote on the Clarity Act and all this shit so that we can fucking like get this fucking show on the road. Hey,
Dude,
Truck
right?
Dano, get off X and get over here on freaking YouTube, brother. Join the chat. Oh, DeFi Don said he said thank you. So DeFi Don, I think he's taking David out for a tomahawk steak.
Oh my god, that's my favorite, dude.
Oh, dude, like who is that not a favorite steak of? Yeah. I mean, that's like the best steak ever.
Oh
yeah.
man,
and it's like you just feel like a caveman has a big old freaking rib bone on it. It's just like freaking.
Oh, my ex used to make me one for my birthday every year, and I hold on, let me show you. This is, where is it at? Oh man, I gotta. Shit, it's somewhere.
Oh, Truck Dano, good question. Grass finished or grain finished? It really depends. Grass finished it's gonna have a different flavor. It's I personally I like it when it's grain finished. Or hold on, yeah, when it's grain finished. I like it when it's grass fed, grain finished because it gets rid of that grassy taste to the meat, and a lot of times it makes it more tender. I've been told.
Yeah.
But the healthiest is grass raised, grass finished is the healthiest, and then you don't got to worry about like what grain are they being fed. Does it have pesticides on it, or is there's a lot of things that can be wrong. It's genetically modified, all that kind of stuff. So it's if you don't know how it was raised, like if you can't go look it in the eye, like if you can't shake hands with the rancher and he can tell you how he raised it and stuff like that, it's best just to do grass raised, grass finished.
Or if you want to get some Wagyu, oh my god.
Joe, have you heard Joe Rogan talk about that? I think he brought up some valid points. Of an animal that's that fatty.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, it's not good. It's not good for them. And if it's not good for them, if it's not healthy meat, do you really want to be eating it? Because he was bringing up some good points about cancer. Just
the foie gras, like especially when they force feed ducks and basically just like make them so fat and like
well, basically
the Wagyu, it's like the Wagyu, it's something that they feed. I don't know if they force feed the
dude, Nick Dunn.
Yeah, I saw that.
Control Shift T restores all the tabs you accidentally closed.
I don't know if they force feed the cows, but they feed them a lot. And
are you talking about veal?
Special. No, it's the Wagyu from cows in Japan. And
well, there's Wagyu all over the place, but yeah, it did originate in Japan.
Oh, Wagyu veal? No, I haven't had any of that.
No, not Wagyu veal. But veal is when they take like the calf and they suspend it like in this little dark box, and all they do is feed it milk. And that's why the meat's so tender.
Oh shit!
It's I ever since that I'm not like an animal activist or anything, but I'm like, that's kind of messed up. At least a cow
Yeah.
enjoys a nice cow life, out in the field and stuff like that for a while
Uh-huh.
before it becomes my steak. But just a little baby cow in a dark box getting fed. It has like no life, no contact with anything. That's too much, man. I can't do it.
No. Yeah. So I found the picture of me with the tomahawk, man. Let's see. There we go. Boom. All
Got the
right.
tomahawk going on.
Yep. Just like a caveman with
It's
a
true.
well, if I had a little, you know, sash. I mean, cavemen didn't wear underwear, but they wore just like I don't know, what did they wear?
Well, I mean, they had like the Indians had the moccasins and then they had the loincloth.
The loincloth, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it? Sounds like a Gen Z dem. No Dems
Oh,
here or Gen Zs.
no, no, I'm that forgotten generation yeah, I'm Gen X.
The X, yeah.
We're the ones that don't give a shit about anything, especially other people's opinions.
Uh-huh. So humans are the only ones to spray food with poison to keep other creatures from eating it, then go and eat it themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, there's and it's just so crazy what we've gotten into. Well, and the whole thing with the so the thing with the pesticides, um, where they're given like emergency authorization to keep using the pesticides. So
Oh yeah.
that the reason is then RFK Jr. was on Rogan recently, and Rogan asked RFK about it, and RFK is not really happy, but he understands why it's being done, and it's because if you just stop using the pesticides completely, it would cause a collapse in the food system, because
Yeah.
the farmers are so dependent on it right now, and they're working on ways to weaning off. Because it's like an alcoholic. If you're a severe alcoholic or drug addict and you just cut them off completely, they could die essentially. And in that case, if you have more people that will die in the short term, then you kind of need to keep things going. I don't like the whole pesticide shit, but if you have
Honestly,
to do
you're
that to and
it's
transition off of it.
it's kind of necessary. I hate to say it, but when you're mass producing food, to keep
Yeah.
it profitable, one, and to keep from because I mean you got that much food concentrated, it's going to attract swarms of whatever insect wants to mow on that, and if there's that much food, that plentiful of food, they're going to mate, they're going to have little babies, and they're going to eat it, and that's just the way nature works. It's kind of traditional farming or just farming isn't the way that nature's meant to be.
No,
It's
no, it's not, man. Um, yeah, regenerative farming is great because then it puts carbon back into the atmosphere and helps keep the soil vitalized. And
I personally think that everybody should just learn to keep a small garden for themselves, learn, jar and stuff like that. And you can grow crops, do like they do with the Three Sisters, where you grow corn, beans, and squash all in the same dirt.
Mhm.
And the beans, they'll grow up the corn, and that gives them kind of something to because beans have to grow up something. They don't
Uh-huh.
just grow on the ground; they like to climb, and so there's like a symbiotic relationship there. And then the beans actually put nitrogen into the soil. The corn, they feed off the nitrogen, and then the
Mhm.
squash is like a ground cover that helps to keep moisture in, and it also does some good stuff for the soil as well. But the big thing is its shade, so it helps keep the moisture in, so
The
you don't have to
cover
water it.
crops.
So the Indians called it the Three Sisters because they all worked together and and took care of each other.
Oh, Zip was saying he knows how to can all that stuff. And yeah,
Yeah,
the lasers. There's a machine
Oh,
that will kill the
the weeds.
bugs and weeds and shit. And yeah, it's a good way to, because there's different spectrums of light and frequencies and stuff, and um, especially like the energy weapons that they're using now. So you can use that stuff for all kinds of applications, but the machines are like $1 million or more, and he said it'll take some time to. I think you can pay it off within a year, but yeah, it's just getting the equipment to everybody to use, and it's just going to take a long time. We've gone 60, 70 years now with this conventional farming, and it's going to take a long time to really get things dialed back in.
Well, they've been doing the farming thing for a long fucking time, but yeah, it's been about that long that they've been using pesticides and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just plants aren't meant to grow in at scale like that all in one place, because they're all feeding off the same thing. It's like if you put a bunch of humans in the same area and there's only so much food, then eventually the food's going to run out. So you're going to have to freaking add fertilizers and all kinds of stuff. And then if there's that many people, if we didn't have the technology we have now, then we'd have predators that were freaking feeding on us. And that's what insects are to plants, is they're kind of like predators.
Yep.
So
yeah, farmers are really hurting, man. Farmers are really hurting.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like U.S. senators reached a bipartisan deal on the stablecoin yield dispute, the Clarity Act.
Oh yeah. What are they saying?
They confirmed Friday they have an agreement in principle with the White House on stablecoin yield language that stalled crypto market structure for months. So Senator Tom Tillis and Senator Angela also Brooks. Oh, that's a funny last name. Also Brooks. So what's her other name?
There's David's birthday tomahawk.
Oh shit. That looks like from there it looks like one of those little tiny cooking. Here's your single sliver, peasant.
Oh, are you talking about that one video where the dude had the tiny little steak and the tiny little grill and the tiny little spatula?
With the state of the markets,
yeah. He's like, when the markets are bad.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, so they've agreed in principle. It will allow us to protect innovation, but also give us the opportunity to prevent widespread deposit flight. So Tillis added, in working with the White House, I think we have an agreement. Now we have to vet it with industry because they are a party to an ultimate deal. So it could move to the Senate, vote within weeks. If passed, it would end regulation by enforcement and bring clearer rules on token classification, intermediary standards, RWA tokenization, and small transaction tax clarity. So, Elber?
No, he's saying it's a 3-pound steak.
Oh,
a 3-pounder.
I was like,
a 3L beer.
A 3L beer.
Yeah, a 3-pounder.
3 elbower.
Yes.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Ding, 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 ding. Man, I miss the old WWF.
All right. Dropping the atomic elbow. Mm-hmm. All right, what else we got going on in crypto?
So let's see. Yeah, it's Coinbase Yield Fund. So they launched a tokenized share class of its own yield fund with a Coinbase management. Yeah, it's not too impressive. But I want to get your thoughts on this. So insiders are buying COMEX gold options at 15 to 20,000 for December 2026. And that's pretty decent time frame out. So options, if you buy options a year out, it's called a leap.
They think gold is going to $15,000 to $20,000?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a bold claim.
So I think this
that's like a 3 or 4x from here.
Yeah, I think this started in February. Yeah, this position did not show up before the top. It started building after gold printed above 5,600, then got hit by its biggest one-day dump in decades. So let's see here.
Yeah, a lot of people are freaking out, because silver hit 120, and now it's like back down just below 80, and everybody's freaking out, and I'm like, freaking out over what? It's like 70 something bucks. It was at like 30 to 34 forever.
Yeah.
You're still up double your money. Like, calm down, unless you bought it on the pump and you bought it at a 100 or 120. But I mean, you only had a couple of decades to buy it under $30.
But yeah, because they held it down for a long time. It was manipulated, right? Like really bad.
Yeah, no. J.P. Morgan's been fined multiple times for suppressing the price of silver. It was only a matter of time that it was going to break loose, from those constraints. Think of it like a beach ball. Like when you're at the pool and you're trying to hold that ball underwater. It's only a matter of time that thing's going to come fucking rocketing up out of the water.
Yep.
And that's what happened. It spiked up, and then now it's coming down and kind of finding its new level. And it seems like in the 70s is its new level. I've been buying silver forever.
Yeah, you've been buying it since you were a kid, man.
Yeah, no, I've been stacking collectible U.S. silver coins and bars and rounds and anything I could. Anytime I had a little bit extra money, I just put it in gold and silver and whatever else. And yeah, it's definitely a good investment, and oftentimes it forces you to hold. There's been a couple times where I'm like, maybe I should go sell some. But then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to like drive to town. I'm gonna have to, which is like an hour round trip, and then I'm gonna have to freaking haggle with some old dude who's gonna want to freaking, if I'm buying, they want a premium. If I'm selling, I'm not gonna get spot. It's like this whole song and dance you got to do with them. So I just enjoy like buying it. I mean, I love having a safe, full of it, and go in there, and every once in a while you pull them out and play with them. It's just like it's cool knowing you got that nest egg. It's like if things ever got really bad, like my military retirement isn't that much, but the little bit I make off of my crypto investments, the yield that I get, and some other investments, and then I got that gold and silver and collectible coins and all that. So I mean, it's not like I'm ever gonna have to worry about having food on the table or anything like that. But it's it's a nice safety net, and that no matter what happens with the banks, no matter what happens with the government, it has value. No matter what happens, you can walk up to somebody with a silver round or a 1 ounce, or if you get the fractional gold or silver where it's like a gram or 10 grams or whatever, people are going to figure out real quick what a gold bracelet's worth, or what a little ounce of gold is. People are going to figure out a monetary system real quick, and gold and silver, and barter items, if things got really bad, is what you want. And bullets.
Yeah.
Bullets. Dude, I've made a lot of money. If I sold all the ammo that I have, because I bought a lot of it like years ago, and I've probably 4 or 5x'd, the value. It's kind of why I don't go out and shoot that much, because every time I go out and shoot, I'm like, fuck. It's like setting money on fire. I'm like, hell no, I don't want to freaking waste my ammo.
Oh man, yeah. Well, and it's only gotten more expensive,
Dude. Yeah, like a round of 5.56 is like 50 cents. Last I looked.
Ooh.
I remember when it was 15 cents a round.
God damn. That's quite the Hey,
No,
that's not just inflation, man.
Well, I bought one of those the dry fire systems, basically you replace the bolts. Like, yeah, I can take it out of my AR, and I put this like red bolt in, and it has a magazine that that you stick in it, and so you can see. It's like there's no possible way with that red freaking bolt in it. If the dust cover's open, you can see the bolt, and if it's red, there's no firing pin. It can't chamber a freaking round, and then it has this red
Mhm.
magazine you stick in it. So you don't have to, as long as you've unloaded, all that stuff, without that bolt with the firing pin, there's no way that anything's ever going to fire out of that thing. And so, but it has a mechanized system and a laser, and whenever you pull the trigger, the motor will actually automatically reset the trigger. So you can actually like, it's called dry fire training. So like you can go through your house and like practice clearing rooms. You can, do all, they have targets you can set up, and then the laser, the system actually uh, records, where the bullet would have hit if you were firing a bullet, like with laser pinpoint accuracy, and it will give you like an after action report after you're done, and it will tell you what you're doing wrong. So if your finger is too deep in the trigger, then because you're like pulling to the right, it will tell
Mhm.
you that you're jerking the trigger. If your pattern is up and down a lot, then when you're shooting, you're pulling the trigger and breathing at the same time. So that's what's going to make that your bullets, if they're all hitting the target in an up and down line, it's
Mm.
because of your breathing. And again, if your finger's too deep in, you're going to pull it to the side, so it's going to constantly pull the
Uh,
muzzle. It's just slightly, not that much, but I'm over
yeah, because you just
exaggerating.
want the tip of the finger, right? Not
You,
yeah.
you usually like kind of like at the midpoint between the first knuckle, like right around there is perfect, because what you want is whenever
Yeah.
you're pulling the trigger, however your hand holds, the weapon, whenever you pull the trigger, you don't want it to where it's pushing to the side or pulling. You want it to where you're pulling the trigger straight back.
Got it. Yeah,
Little
Ellie.
little little what did Ellie say?
I'm listening. My listening is trying to multitask, and it's so
Oh,
funny.
yeah, yeah. Well, us on Crypto and Chill and the Red Pill, making conversations just go wherever. We just kind of sprinkle in some crypto.
Yeah. No, I found this cool thing this week in one of the videos I did. This X stocks, and it's tokenized equities, and they have at their assets under management, $267 million in assets under management with different
Mhm.
tokenized stocks that trade 24/7.
Well,
And when I was
Coinbase,
digging, oh, Coinbase,
Coinbase,
makes them,
they use X stocks.
oh, is that what they're using for their
I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up.
yeah, and digging into this, you have to they go through like a rigorous vetting process. Like if you want to apply to have your stock on here, it all the stocks are backed 1 to 1. Um
Oh yeah,
and there's
it says
is it?
the AI says that's a huge yes, but with a very specific twist that just happened this week. As of March 18th through 20th, 2026, Coinbase has officially made its move into the everything exchange by launching a massive integration that involves both traditional stocks and social media. The X connection, Coinbase has been centralizing its operations on X. Hold on. Yes, just yesterday, March 20th, 2026, Coinbase launched stock perpetual futures. It allows U.S. non-U.S. users they can trade synthetic versions of U.S. stocks with up to 10x leverage 24/7, even when the actual New York Stock Exchange is closed. The Magnificent Seven. You can now trade perps for Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta, and Tesla directly on Coinbase using USDC.
Ooh,
There you go.
nice. Yeah, that's really cool that they're starting to offer this stuff, man. And this is what you want to see. You want to see stuff backed 1-to-1 at least, or over collateralized. If that's an option, and everything's vetted, goes through rigorous process. Issuing and um, yeah, and they do the dividends and stock splits too, kind of following the traditional finance market. So if you have a stock that has dividends, it goes back into where is it? Yeah, it reinvests
Oh, it
back
compounds.
into
So it auto
yeah,
compounds. That's cool.
yep. And then stock splits, reverse splits. Um,
Lot of
yeah,
splits.
it was a
Splits
lot of
and
splits,
spreads and
man. Splits and
splits and spreads and yeah, no. Yeah,
gaps and fills, man.
gaps, fills and
It's
gaps and
getting hot in here, man.
it's getting hot in here. So take
Boots
off
and
all
cats
your
and boots and
clothes.
cats and boots and
Yeah,
cats.
I know it's boots and pants. Boots and pants and boots and pants.
Boots and pants.
Well, tomorrow you're gonna be doing some boots and pants.
Yeah. Oh man. So I gotta edit the video tomorrow, and because my buddy, his charge cable fucked up for his I think his mixer. So he's gotta record his DJ set for me in the morning because he has to work tonight and send it to me. So I got to edit that and upload it. But he was like, "Man, I got an emergency. He had to order a new cable, and he's supposed to be getting it today." So, um, but yeah, it'll be up. Not me DJing, but a buddy of mine that I've known since like 2009. So yeah, it was really cool getting to chat with him and reconnect because it's been a long time, and swap some stories and yeah, tugs, pulls.
I think I'm guessing she means puts.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean it is.
oh yeah, puts. Yeah, calls and puts. Call that bitch and put her in the bed.
Very well.
Oh, and naked calls, naked puts. It's
Oh yeah, that has innuendos in it.
yeah. You don't want to have naked options, man. You might
Ah,
really end up with a peg. Not the stable coin either.
oh man, you don't want that. Let's see what else we got going on. Solana's Aspen Glow and gaming drama. Looks like there was an upgrade. Solana is currently rolling out its Aspen Glow mainnet upgrade, which promises a 100x improvement in finality. Despite the tech leap, Sol is trading around $93, down significantly from its highs. The Solana Foundation president recently made waves by claiming crypto gaming is dead in a
I
current
heard that.
form, sparking a massive debate on crypto Twitter. I don't I don't think crypto gaming is dead. At a minimum, I think that NFTs have a very big part in future gaming. Just because of like skins, like on Arc Raiders, like the weapons that have to go out and get and those blueprints and things
Yeah.
like that. Like what if there was a marketplace, where you could, if they were all NFTs, then you could go and you could sell those. You could have designers, people that designed the skins and the outfits and stuff like that and sold them to people. You could there'd
Yep.
be you could create a whole economy around some of these games, and then eventually, with cross games. So like when new versions of games came out, like Call of Duty, if you spent hundreds of dollars on weapon skins and freaking outfits and stuff like that in one game, when the new game came out, if they were NFTs and you could transfer them over to the new game, I mean that'd be kind of cool if you had like vintage skins from old games. And again,
Oh yeah.
there could be a whole economy around that where people can buy and sell them and freaking yeah, anyway.
I was saying that years ago when I think it was like 2022. I was talking to my buddies about the whole gaming aspect with NFTs and how cool it would be if you could have just skins that could go in different games, even, or like you
Well, dude,
said, having the
that
new
Ready
upgrade.
well, that movie, Ready Player One, that's pretty much, what it was all about. Was they had all the different video games that everybody was playing at the time, and then a lot of vintage video games, like
Mhm.
actual video games from like the first Nintendo and Mario and all that kind of stuff, and Qbert and but yeah, no, it's that's where I see crypto being a part of gaming. I don't necessarily see like the blockchain, the Web3 games, like like off the grid or on the grid or whatever that one was.
Oh
Super cool
yeah.
game. It looked like a super cool game, but um, I I just think that games can be normal. They don't need to be on the web, but the NFTs maybe they need to be on the blockchain, to be able to
On-chain
have that.
ownership.
Well, to be able to have the NFTs as part of the game, they probably would have to be on the like on chain, wouldn't they?
Um, I don't know. Maybe they could make like maybe like a version that you would burn to transfer it to the new game. Like you could mint. Okay, let's say you have like Call of Duty, and then the new Call of
Well,
Duty comes out,
well,
and you
but the
can
game, but the
transfer
game
it.
for
Uh,
the NFT to exist, it would like wouldn't the game have to be
yeah.
on chain though? Is my question. Because
Mm,
otherwise, how could you move the NFT and and how could it exist? I mean, it needs to have a place to exist.
sh-
You know what I mean?
uh, trying to
Because
think of like
like say I had a skin that you wanted. There's no way for me to
yeah.
transfer it to you in the game unless the game is on chain.
No, but you could do something like, or maybe, shit. I'm trying to think about it in a way that wouldn't cause you to have to go through like a bunch of steps. Like, if the game's not on chain, you could mint the skin on chain from the game itself, and it would handle that in the background. And then it would transfer it to that person. So the game would kind
But
of,
how would it transfer it to the person if it wasn't on chain?
if almost like talking to a server, I guess, in a way, something that would handle all that handshake in the background. So the game wouldn't necessarily have to be on chain, but the mechanics behind it, would have to be, I don't know. Maybe the game has
Well,
like an oracle built in.
I'm going to
What
ask
if the game had
Miles.
like an oracle built in and
I'm
it
going
handles
to
all that?
ask Miles.
Yeah.
Come on, Miles. Talk to me. Tell me something.
What's up, meows? You want to say hi?
Uh,
Say hello. Say hello. And I dance, 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 and I dance, 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 dance. I'm a kitty cat. Yes.
Hey, how
Yes.
goes?
Hey, how's it going, Miles? I'm live with
Not
Jeff
bad.
Crew at.
Just
He's there.
gotcha. Yep, still here,
All right.
loud and clear.
Well, I'm live with Jeff and the crew right now, and me and Jeff were just talking about a topic, and we were wanting to pick your brain about it. So we were talking about video games and the use of blockchain technology, specifically NFTs, for like weapon skins and outfits and things like that that you could potentially own in game. So would a game
Hmm.
need to be on chain? Say, for example, if Jeff wanted to sell me a weapon skin, would he have to? Would the chain need to be on the blockchain for him to be able to sell that to me, for me to then own it, and for me to be able to use it in the game?
Okay, so that's a good question. No, the whole game doesn't necessarily need to be on chain for that to work. You know, it's kind of like the game can exist as it always has, but the ownership of those items, the skins, the outfits, that's what gets handled on the blockchain. Jeff could mint that skin as an NFT, then sell it to you. You'd then generally own it, and the game would just recognize that you do. They'd need to build in a way to verify your ownership, like linking your wallet to your account, but like the core gameplay doesn't have to live on the blockchain itself. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I get it.
Or maybe like
So,
an oracle that could verify that too, or
well,
something.
ba
Yeah.
well, basically, it's just the game would still need to be able to communicate with the blockchain. It wouldn't necessarily need
Yeah.
to be on the blockchain, but it does need to communicate with it so that it could register that you sold me whatever you sold me, and then I then owned it, and it would be in my inventory whenever I logged into the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I could essentially look at that transaction hash and get all that information and see, okay, they gave it to this person, or I gave it to you, or sold it to you. Now it's in your game. Uh, DeFi Kingdoms. Oh yeah, Ellie's been playing that for a while.
Well, like I'm excited for her and Jay to start, streaming the gaming. Like the both the Arc Raiders and and other games. Like if they want to play that Pudgy Penguins or the DeFi
Yeah.
Kingdoms and just whatever it is that they want to play. It's going to be kind of cool to be able to log in and just kind of watch them play. I know
Yeah,
I
it
enjoy
seemed.
watching that burnt peanut.
Oh my gosh, man! Watching his clips and stuff like it. It's so funny, so
Oh, burnt
funny. What up, Blumpkin?
peanut.
Afternoon to
Yeah,
you. Evening here.
it'd be like early in
It's
the morning.
Australia.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking it'd be early in the morning there.
What what side of Australia? Because man, that's like 80% of that country is remote.
Oh well, anything, almost everything on the interior of it. Out in the bush. Freaking the only populated areas
Bush.
is what touches the ocean for the most part.
Damn,
Okay,
he's
so yeah,
almost
so
noon.
it's noon. It's noon there.
Oh yeah, so he's far east. Wow, man, that's got. How does it feel to be in the future?
Yeah, no, that's yeah, because they're on the other side of the international date line because that it runs through Fiji
Oh, okay. Have you been to Australia or out
many times.
many times?
Yeah, no, the unit I was with, we used to train with the Australians, the Thai, the Koreans. Uh, that's that for the most part. Those were the big ones. There was
Yeah.
like Cobra Gold was the one in Thailand, but yeah, no, it's I've been to Australia a bunch. Actually, took 2 weeks leave when I was stationed in Korea and flew down to Australia and lived on the beach for 2 weeks. Me and one of my buddies, and
What?
we met up with a bunch of cool locals, and they let us crash on their couch, and so we just surfed, basically surfed and partied for 2 weeks with a bunch of
Oh my
Australians. It was pretty cool.
god. And that's the kind of shit you never forget, man. Just taking some cool trips like that and just being out, carefree, just
Yeah,
fucking living life.
dude, I have so many freaking life experiences like that, just doing random shit, and it's kind of why I'm just kind of cool with just chilling in the woods now. Honestly, there really isn't anything out there in the world that feel that I have left to do. It's like I'm kind of just like cool with just relaxing and enjoying life now.
I mean, you've been all over, man. You've been all
Oh,
over.
dude. Yeah, I've been all around the globe and, jumped out of planes and freaking, swam with freaking, pretty much every creature in the ocean. And yeah, I've done all kinds of freaking crazy shit. Got shot at, and I even got blown up once.
Fuck.
So
In
yeah,
vehicle?
yeah, I was in a vehicle. Yeah, it's not like I got blown up. I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Just get up, dust myself off.
Yeah,
No,
right.
nothing like that. No, yeah, I was in a MRAP, so it's a mine resistant vehicle, but it was a big enough explosion. We got tossed and rolled.
Fuck, man. And you live to tell the tale.
Oh yeah, I got some bumps and bruises, and fucking plenty of scars on my head, and yeah, I got lucky though. I've relatively unscathed for having a 22-year career.
Yeah. So Truck Dano's been blown too. Well,
I
what kind
I've
of
been
blown?
blown too, all around the world. All around the world, I've been blown too.
Oh, yeah, it's like the Arc Raiders thumbnail. It's like blow all the squads with the.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, that was
Like,
poor wording.
I'm like, you do realize what that says, right?
Dude, that was the first thing I thought of when I shared that. I was like, wait, that's okay. He could
blow,
have said
blow a whole squad.
blown up squads. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Nick. And for that,
Nick
thank
Dunn.
you.
Yeah, you know what? It was my honor to serve my country in every way that I could.
Oh, bringing a whole new meaning to Down Under. Yeah.
Right? I've been down under a couple times, and I've been to
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh man, true passport, bro, man. There you
Yeah,
go.
right.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh
Now,
man, there was so when I was doing the live stream last Saturday, my DJ set, it was at the end when I saw on the arena, there was someone commented like about me like having a hot body or something, and she was like, and it was some chick like, can we see your face? I was like, who is some Australian chick? I was like, oh
yeah.
fuck. I just thought
You
that was so
should have told her. It's like you gotta tune in for crypto and chill. You gotta
I
tune
told
in.
her I'll be back on Tuesday night.
There you go.
So whoever that was, yeah, I'll be in Australia. May no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe
Uh,
we will start doing a. Well, I guess it's the node. It's not DeFi crypto and airdrops. But we'll have to
Node
do like
World Tour.
a node getaway.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to travel to different countries and stuff because
Well,
the furthest
well, Blumpkin.
I've been is the Bahamas.
Well, Blumpkin, you have a very soft mouth. Thank you.
Oh shit! Damn, bringing back memories. It's like
Well,
rekindling old flame.
he said that. He says that was
Yeah,
me. You're
that
welcome.
was me.
uh,
Oh, we love
now,
it. We love it.
Australia's a good time. I loved Australia, but yeah, their government's like Blumpkin said, their government's messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. How did you survive during COVID, man? With because they were super locked down.
Oh,
I mean, I thought
dude,
it was bad here.
didn't they actually have like we a lot of people were joking, like kind of
Like
joking
isolation
about it
camps.
here. Yeah, those camps. Didn't they actually have
Mhm.
camps where they were sending the non-vaccinated?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or like quarantine camps. And
Yeah,
oh yeah, even the non-vax. Yeah.
it's like
Bad, real
holy
bad.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So, um, was it Peter McCullough, who's a board certified uh, cardiologist, I think, and he got demonized during COVID, and he was saying on Theo Vaughn's podcast that it was less than 20% of people took the vaccine. Like less than 20% did not take it.
Yeah.
So about 80% took the first one, and then 70% took the second, and then it just steep decline after that. So we're part of the eight. I think it was 18% did not take any of them. So
I didn't take. I mean, and it wasn't that I was like, like anti, and that I was one of those. It's just I was like, I don't need it. I wasn't like fanatical about it, or if somebody wanted to get it, cool. That's your body. Do what you want, but I'm not. It's. I mean, I live out here in the woods. I don't come in contact with that many people. When I went to town for groceries, I put a mask on so I didn't, bug the old people and the people that have compromised immune systems. Because I mean, there was people dying from it if you had a compromised immune system. My aunt died of it. She was older with Downs, so she had a compromised immune system.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
she passed, because of it. So I mean, it was a real thing, but it just wasn't as bad as they made it out to be.
No, and it had a ring around Melbourne, wouldn't let people out. Fuck.
That's just weird, man.
Fuck. We a lot of places here in the Bay Area wouldn't allow you in their place of business if you didn't have a card. And a buddy of mine made a bunch of us vaccine cards, digital ones. Yeah. So we had to fucking I still got it saved somewhere. But yeah, it was like, fuck, man. And we wore the masks and everything, but
I had no issue with wearing a mask. I didn't see the big deal. I mean, I'm not going to wear it by myself in my car. I'm not going to wear it outside. But whenever I went inside, I threw a mask on.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a big deal. But I'm not going to get a shot. Freaking. I got enough of that shit in the military. I'm done getting stuff injected.
You got experimented on big time in the military.
Dude, I got smallpox. I got freaking any vaccine that exists. You get hit with it in the freaking military. Malaria, freaking Hep B, freaking typhoid, you name it, and freaking I've been hit with it.
Oh, did you go to Africa at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you even if you're just traveling there, you have to get it's required for you to get
like malaria.
Yeah.
There's like a whole host of freaking vaccines that are required. No.
Yeah, Blumkin said he's working at a resort, and no one can come without a passport and zero cash.
Yeah, that's just weird, man.
UC Davis. Yeah, that's here just before Sacramento. Yeah, California was crazy, man. But thankfully, my job didn't require it, and it was a Chinese-based company, so they were cool.
They knew because it came from China. They knew it wasn't that bad. They got the memo.
Dude, the security guard that worked there, like me and him still text once in a while, but it was like early 2021 when the vaccine was being rolled out, and he was going to go get it. And I was like, man, I don't know. And because he's kind of on the, conspiracy side too.
Yeah.
He saw somebody at, because they were doing the shots at our work out in the parking lot and shit. And somebody had a medical emergency and they had the ambulance and shit. And he was like,
nope.
I ain't.
Nope. Yeah. Nope. Well, dude, there was all kinds of videos.
They had to move him to a different location because he wouldn't get the shot. So,
well, there's a bunch of people like freaking, top tier athletes that dropped dead. They had like cardiac arrest and shit that got the vaccine. And it was pretty soon after getting it. And it was a disproportionate amount. It wasn't like one or two. I mean, there was like dozens, if I remember right. I mean, there were soccer players. There's all those videos of the newscasters you know, and they're sitting there talking. All of a sudden, they just get this blank look on their face, and they're like, "Brr," and it's like they freaking, you know, like their fucking brain rebooted or something. They just like freaking fell over, and there was some
Dude.
crazy stuff going on around
Oh,
that time.
the comedian chick. Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
Where she was bragging about, you know, getting the vaccine and like shaming people, and
yeah,
then she
yeah,
just fucking seized on stage. I
yep.
was like, dude, it's not a sign, you know?
Dude, that's karma right there. That's freaking karma.
Oh, Truck Dano lived in around UC Davis. Yeah, I haven't really.
Uh,
I've driven through going to Sacramento, but I haven't spent much time up there. I had some friends
man.
that went to UC. I think David went to UC Davis and
No,
before
no,
Berkeley.
he went to freaking what's that freaking
Berkeley.
extreme? Yeah, Berkeley. He went to Berkeley.
Okay, I thought he also went to Davis as well. Maybe
He
he just
might have.
partied up there.
That just sticks out in my head. Berkeley sticks out in my head because I never would have thought that somebody as based as David fucking went to fucking Berkeley of all places. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
polar fucking opposites.
Well, and we all grow, you know. He said the whole COVID thing during that time really woke him up from that whole like shit show. And I've been seeing a lot more videos of even women, like a lot of women, saying that the left has turned me into a Republican or more
Or
conservative or more
yeah,
moderate.
yeah. Well,
And
dude,
it's
I used to be considered a left of center, you know, just because I mean, you know, if you look at the old Democrats, where you know the legalization of marijuana, freaking, you know, just you know freedoms, you know, smaller government, less taxes, you know, just all the stuff that most of the people on the right are for now. You know, most of the people on the left now you know they want you know big daddy government to take more money. You know, they think that they need more taxes and they want them to you know handle our health care and they want them to handle our housing and they want them to handle everything. The old Democrats, you know, the people on the left, they were like, screw the government. Okay, we don't need the
Mhm.
government, you know, and that's the way the right is now. So they've kind of flipped the script. So yeah, no, I used to be considered left, and then all of a sudden one day I woke up and I'm a extreme right.
Right. It's like, what happened?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's great, you know, seeing some people waking up and at least shifting. You know, I used to be a hardcore LGBTQ supporter and I used the wrong pronouns and now I'm being attacked. It's like, yep, welcome to the club. Come.
oh, dude. Well, it's funny watching like Robert De Niro. You know, I saw in the news that he was whining and complaining about New York because you know he helped that Mondani or whatever get freaking elected, and now he's talking about you know raising taxes and like seizing property and you know all this crazy stuff. And De Niro is like all pissed off about it, and it's like that's what you get, dude. It's like what
Oh,
you
is
thought.
he? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, and then you know, there's you know all the people in California, you know, all the billionaires and millionaires, the you know like the
Yep.
200 or so billionaires or whatever that live in California. That you reported that you know most of them are leaving because of that new 10% fucking tax, you know, income tax that you know mandatory income tax that they're freaking slamming on them. So they were all screw it. Then we're out. And they pay like 45% of the income tax, which is more than their fair share in
Yep.
California. So California just, you know, took a revenue hit of about 45%. And Newsom can't seem to, you know, stop spending money on, you know, homeless projects and all these different projects. He spent what was it like 800 million or something like that on tiny homes for the homeless, and there's been a grand total of zero tiny houses
Yeah.
built for the homeless.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and there's a bridge, a wildlife bridge that
Oh,
was supposedly being built for $100 million, and
yeah,
they did it in Denver for like for like $5 million,
yeah,
and they're blaming the tariffs. They're blaming all the cost and stuff on the tariffs and this and that. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, you guys have been working on this before that. So
Yeah.
what's the problem? You know?
Well, and then the high-speed rail, they've spent billions and billions and billions of
That's
dollars
20
on this.
years, man.
Well, it was supposed to go between San Francisco and LA,
Yep.
and there's still no high-speed rail, and it's nowhere close to being done. I think there's like one little section of it that got done, and they've
They
dumped
said 100
billions
feet.
of dollars.
Yep.
Yeah. It's insane to me that anybody would vote for these people. Well, and it goes to show you, the only people that are, voting are the ones that, they reported this, like the past couple of days. I guess there's like these tables all over LA and a lot of the cities where they collect signatures from like the homeless and the drug addicts that are on the street. They pay them like $5 a signature, and or they get a gift. And yeah, basically that's how they've made that state so solidly blue, is they just have the people that are living off the taxpayers voting to, I mean, because you're not going to vote to stop getting your free stuff.
Nope. No. And I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and I don't think that everybody should be able to vote. And that could be a really hot topic, because just with the way
Starship
intelligence
Troopers
has dropped off,
Starship
you got to
Troopers,
make it.
man.
Yeah. Serve your country, and
you just have to serve.
Service.
You have to serve for 2 years. You can choose, like if you want to do the Peace Corps, if you want to do the military. You have to serve other people. You have to, you have to go and, you have to live, in, Africa, drilling wells and, freaking haul your water. And you have to humble yourself in service of others for 2 years. And then you can have a say in how the government's run, and, who gets to run it. You have to pass a test. You have to pass, a written test, that you understand how government works. And honestly, I think if you're living off the system, if you're collecting welfare or housing or any kind of public assistance, unemployment, you shouldn't be able to vote. And if you're not actively working, if you're not a taxpayer, if you haven't passed the test and you haven't done your service, you should not get to vote.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Yeah, because it's not. It should be a privilege, not a right. Because, in a way, because rights
I just personally feel like that that to preserve the integrity of voting, you have to have people that have skin in the game. If you have people that are living off the system and not contributing to the system, then they're going to vote for people that promise to keep giving them free shit. And eventually you're just going to have everyone taking free shit. And, because why the hell is somebody going to go to a minimum wage job or a low paying job when they go to the grocery store to buy their groceries, and they see the person with the EBT card buying steaks and better food than them, go out, get in a nicer car than them, and drive to a better apartment or house than them? It's like, why am I going to a shitty job dealing with customers and my bosses when I can just be sitting at home doing nothing and get a better life?
Yep. Yeah. And seeing that EBT card have thousands of dollars on it when your bank account has, $100 in it.
Yeah.
That's got to be just heartbreaking, man.
Yeah. Demoralizing, more like. But, well, shit, man. I think I'm going to go and, if Jay's still on, I think I'm going to go and game it up with Jay.
Hell yeah. I got to go help some people move.
Oh.
You gonna tag team some shit?
We're going to go do a rat trap. We're going to go and hold up in the pharmacy and, And whenever somebody comes to try to kill us, we'll ambush them.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. Before we get off, everybody on X right now, see there's a couple dozen. Make sure to follow us here at the Node_channel on YouTube. And all the links are right here to the Discord, the website, David's DeFi University. It's all no cost to you. Very, very, very valuable education. We got a lot of interviews lined up, a lot of gaming and music stuff. So not just crypto, but all sorts of fun things that you can discover here and awesome people in our community. So get in there, connect with us, and yeah, let's have some fun. But we appreciate you all.
So next show is tomorrow with Saturday Night Fever with Jeff, and he'll be spinning some tunes. A little wicka wicka wicka.
My buddy will be. My buddy will be.
That's
yeah. I got the interview, and then he's gonna be sending me his DJ mix. So that'll be a fun time because I'm excited to see what he's got.
Well, and Ellie and Jay will be doing Gaming and Chill at 7 p.m. on Sunday, I do believe, is what Ellie was saying.
Yeah.
All right.
At least that's what I saw. So.
And then Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Me and David will kick off the week with the Node. All right, and then we're gonna end the stream with Jeff doing the Vogue. So until next time, Veteran Crypto out.